Hello everyone, thank you for dropping by and watching my video. So if you're wondering what you're looking at on my screen right now, these are the rewards that I just got from my quest today in Splinterlands. And one thing I wanted to highlight is the beauty of getting a 2000 Dark Crystal Energy from the daily quest. Well, of course, with the help of potion, I wouldn't get these many chests, because if you're wondering what level I am, I'm actually just a bronze player, bronze 1, but I could go to silver 2, and I mean silver 3, but I think I can do that now since I already got some dark energy crystals. But I'm gonna have to think about it a bit before I even plan to go up. But before we go there, so today, I guess in no wonder to anyone, we're going to be talking about the game Splinterland. So this game has been around since 2018, and for me, I only discovered this like somewhere in July, back when I think Axie Infinity exploded, and that's when I started looking into, okay, what are the other NFT games that I could play to earn or something like that, right? And Splinterlands kept popping up in my feeds, and I was like, well, I'm not really interested in card game. But although I do play Hearthstone, but when I look at the animation or the design that Splinterlands had, so if we're gonna look into the cards, so I was like thinking, not really my cup of tea, right? I mean, if I compare it to Hearthstone, I kind of like Hearthstone a lot better in terms of design. But eventually I gave in, and I created my account. So this is my secondary account, and both of my accounts are free to play accounts. I mean, well, not exactly free to play, because you need to pay for a summoner's spellbook just to be able to play the game. But yeah, I paid for the spellbook, plus I paid for potions, which I'll get into that later. So I started playing the game, and that's when I started realizing, okay, so there is actually potential in this game. I mean, it felt like maybe, are we too late trying to get into the game? Because the boom already exploded, right? The prices have already gone up. I think I should open a Peak Monsters website here, just so you can see what are the prices. Oh yeah, we don't need to go there. We can actually go here. Just look at the prices for some of these cards. These are insane prices, and I think for these ones, these are very unrealistic. I don't think anybody would even plan to buy these cards for that price. I don't know, somebody has to be insane in the membrane just to try and buy this, but yeah, looking at the prices of these cards, some of them are really insane, and these are all levels, right? And these are level 1 cards, level 1, and you know how far a level, I mean, how many levels these cards have? You can level these cards up to level 10, and I'm not gonna be surprised. Let's say if look for Yodin, let's see if we can find a very high hour. Alright, so nobody actually tried to do a very high level Yodin, but I think level 4, since it's a legendary level 4, I think it's more than enough. And look at the price of it, right? That's insane, like $5,000. It's crazy. And when I tried to look into the history of Splinterlands, like if you look at the back, if you look back like maybe 3 months ago, the prices of these cards are not even close. Like some of them maybe would have gone to $100, but for the best cards, but I don't think they'll ever go over, not until this July. So for some reason, everything kind of exploded. Not only Axie, not only Splinterlands, pretty much I think the entire NFT game arena just kind of went up, right? But the main thing that really kind of drive Splinterlands way up even more is their SPSA airdrops. So that's another thing we'll also talk about later. So game is pretty straightforward. It's an auto battler. We can actually go to a sample play here, so you can just see how it looks like. So I'm gonna put the sounds off because sometimes it's just too loud. So I don't know how to adjust the volumes on it, but maybe we can adjust it, but maybe through these settings in the computer. So this is what it looks like. So when you're selecting cards, it's of course you have to pick the cards, put the positions in, and you have to make sure you're putting them in the right location. And yeah, and just click rumble and it'll just do its thing. So it's pretty much automated. So what you know is that these particular cards that you have currently, they have certain features in it, right? You know, some of these cards are melee, so you see anything with this icon, these are melee cards. So then you see some icons at the bottom. This one has sneak, this one has heal. So each of these cards has certain functions in the game, and yeah, so everything is done through automatically. So you can just speed it up, or so that everything goes even faster, or you can just skip and it'll end the game, and you know that you'll win. So you don't waste a lot of time actually playing this game. You can just play a few minutes, maybe in a day, then you'll be done. Now what you're seeing here at the end game is you get XP, and you also get DEC. So I think this is the part where we can just go through the play to earn part of the game. So how do we exactly earn from this game, right? So number one, the most basic, is the DEC earnings. So here you see I've earned 11.7. That's pretty small because I'm in a low rank, but if you're a novice, or let's say bronze 3, it's like you're going to earn like 0.5 or not even 1 DEC. So you really need to drive your rank up a bit just to get the better earnings from your overall DEC. Now you see an icon here. Let's be friendly. Come on. There we go. So here you see there's capture rate, there's DEC reward bonuses. So the DEC reward bonuses is just a booster percentage to help you earn even more DEC. So the first thing that you're seeing here is win streak. Win streak, as long as you keep winning, like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, it will increase by 5% for each win that you continuously win. So that's a bonus. Then next, gold cards. So if you played a gold card in the fight, that will give you additional 10%. So if you have all, I think maybe 6 or 7 cards, 6 cards, gold cards, then you get an additional 60%. Alpha promo cards. So there are the alpha promo card sets. If you use them, you'll get additional 10% for each card again. So the potential for you to get additional DECs would be greater if you have these types of cards. And we can discuss later, if we still have time, on how you're going to be able to get maybe gold cards and alpha promo cards. And the last one is the guild bonus. So if you manage to join a guild, you will get a bonus. I managed to get into a guild in my first account. I just got lucky maybe, but I'm only getting like 1% because we're a very like the base level guild. So we don't have any types of upgrades yet done to that guild. But we're getting only 1% increase. Maybe once we go higher, then we'll get additional guild bonuses. So, but other than that, right now, these are the bonuses that you can get for your DEC. So the higher rank you go, the higher rating that you get, the better DEC earnings you will get. So you'll see that my rating here is 1073, and from what I'm told, for every 1,000, that's pretty much what your DEC earning will be, like times 10 it. I mean, not times 10, but what I mean is like if you're 1,000, then you're earning around 10 DEC or so, depending on the percentage bonuses that you're also getting. So maybe your 10 or 11 might be even more, right? So that's my understanding. I haven't really gone up to the higher ranks. The furthest I've ever gotten was Silver 1 last season, and I didn't have enough DEC to try to get to gold, unfortunately, because I had to budget my money, and I'm trying to. I mean, in this game you can do rent, so all I did was try to rent gold cards. The problem is that when we got into the final few days of the season, the prices of the gold cards kind of spiked up a bit, so I had trouble trying to rent cards just to get me to the gold rank part. The next way for you to earn from this game is coming from Lucha. So these are your daily quests and your season end rewards. So what you're seeing here is the season end reward and how many chests I'm going to be able to get 9 days from now. Then you can also see here, if you want to know, like if I start ranking up, how many luchas should I get, or am I going to get at the end of each season. So if you're bronze 3, you get 5, then 7, then 9. Then the higher you go, the more chests you can get, which is why I'm trying to rank up as much as I can. The highest, as I've mentioned earlier, is I've gone through Silver 1. I got 18 loot chests. But it was pretty small because the higher you go, look at gold. Like gold 1 is already 30. Then you go to diamond, which is 60. It's pretty insane. But when you go to champion now, that's where the money is. That's where you get like 150 loot chests. But of course, that's champion 1. That's like the best of the best. So I don't know if I can even go there. But we'll see, maybe someday. So right now, I think the only main barrier that I'm seeing from me getting to champion is the power, or even getting to diamond. I think that would be a problematic, even gold. I think that would be all problematic because of the amount of power that you need in order to rank up from the game. But you know, that doesn't really stop you from increasing your rating. I mean, your rating will just keep on increasing and increasing. It's just that your rank will be stuck to where your current power is. So for me, what you're seeing down here is my max tier is only bronze 1 because that's where my power is. I need to fill this up just so I can get up to silver 3. So I have the option to go there or not. You know, that's my decision. Anyway, so the other way for you to also earn apart from these chests is also, as I've mentioned earlier, is the higher the rating that you go for the current rank, you can actually earn more money. So what you can do is go to the leaderboard. And here you see, so this is an extra bonus that you get even for each leaderboard. I mean, for each rank that you're in. So for this case, I think this is bronze rank. So this is the highest bronze rank player. And if he manages to maintain this ranking, like his rating is 2,152. In reality, if you go to the leagues and check the silver one, I think he's even, you know, he's worth gold actually. If he just chose to play as a gold player, he'll be, I mean, if he chose to just rank up, he's going to be a gold player by default. But he didn't want to. He chose to stay here, and a lot of them do. I think mainly because of the DEC earnings that they can get. Because DEC right now is very high in terms of value. 30,000 DEC, just, you know, every 2 weeks, if you manage to get 30,000 DEC, that's $225. And that's a lot. That's a lot. And I think for higher ranks, you get more. Like for silver, yeah, you get 40,000. Then I would assume it increments by 10,000. Although gold is 60,000. Then diamond 100,000. And even 200,000. Wow, 200,000. How much is that? Wow, $1,500. That's insane. Just for playing the game. Just for playing the game and being good at it. And you can get that much money. Just play it. You know, you're not having, well, I guess not having cards is impossible. But at this point, you really need to have cards by then. But I think for me, ideally, I think I can go for gold and try to just rank up as much as I can in this area, and hopefully, I mean, even if I can just get maybe 20k would be awesome. But you know, that's me. That's how it is. Anyway, so we got it sidetracked a bit. So those are the ways for you to earn in this game. So one thing I didn't dive into is what you get in loot chests. So I missed to mention that. So there are 3 different items you can get from loot chests. So one is, of course, a card from the reward set. Then you can also get potions, which are alchemy potions and legendary potions. Then of course, lastly is DEC. So what I showed you earlier are the different it's a very big example of what chests would look like. So each chest would only contain 1 item. Of course, it's not like opening a pack where you can get 5 cards, right? So here, for every single chest, you can get whatever items you can get from those. Now, the only reason why I had like I think 6 chests, because at bronze you can only get like 1 chest per for your daily quest. Now, I think even for me, I would highly recommend that once you start playing the game, I would highly recommend to get the quest potion. Now, because the quest potions give you 5 additional loot chests, and from what I showed you earlier, I got a loot chest that had 2,000 DEC. And you know how much that is? 2,000 DEC? That's like $15. $15. I paid 75 cents for each quest potion, so I bought 10 of them, so I can get an extra charge. But right now, just by opening it, just because of that 5 additional chests, I managed to get my money back and then some. So it's a very good investment. But of course, don't use DEC to pay for the charges. Okay, DEC value here does not correlate to the right amount. 750 DEC is not 75 cents. You're like paying $5.60, which is not worth it. That was my mistake in my first account. I did it for a couple of times because I didn't really understand it. I didn't know. I just did it. So now I kind of regret it. I wasted like over 1,500 DECs. Oh, which was fairly expensive. I kind of gotten so many potions from there. But anyway, so you can, the recommendation is you pay with credits. So credits would have you pay via crypto. And it should allow you to pay via credit card, but I'm not sure why it's not showing the option here at the moment. Oh, there we go, PayPal. So you can pay it via PayPal, or you can pay via crypto, and you pay via crypto. So there's a lot of options here. I would normally use Binance USD because it's the easiest way for me to transfer money and pay. But you can use Hive, which is the main currency that this game actually is tied up to. Yeah, but there's a lot of options here, so it should be an issue for you to try to pay up for credits. So once you got credits, I suggest buy 10. If you have the budget, then go for 100. 100 would give you an extra 15 charges, so that's not bad. Even for me, I'll just continue paying with credits just to get those charges up. It's well worth it. The DECs will pay you out for whatever you get. So the 2,000 DEC that I mentioned earlier is not something like a high percentage rate for you to be able to get it. It's supposed to be a booster pack for Untamed, I think, before, or something like that. But it's supposed to be a card pack. But since there's no more card packs, so they put the 2,000 DEC instead as an option. So highly recommend. If you're gonna play the game, like you're not really a very good player that you want to go to high ranks, I would suggest just get the quest potion just to give that additional boost, and that would also allow you to get cards. Also, before I missed to mention, the cards that you're only gonna get are the reward sets. So these are all of the cards that you will be able to receive based on whatever you get, right? So there are quite a number of good cards here, so definitely well worth to try and get more chests if you can, and that should pump up the power of your deck, and it would help you out in the long run. All right, then lastly, the last and the big one actually, which triggered the high price of DEC, because alright, I didn't show you this. So if you look at the chart for DEC, let's go like 90 days. See, so if you look at the price for DEC in July, it was only like 0.001. Then this is when SPS airdrops was, I think, nearing, and people started hoarding DECs. So I think that's the main reason why the DEC price just spiked up. SPS started in August, so everybody, I would assume, started hoarding everything, and they started getting the SPS airdrops, which brings us here. So SPS airdrops. The good thing about this is that even if your account is this small, as small as mine, look at the power that I have. I had 140 and 72 last night. My total airdrop points is 212, and I'm being given like a free 3 cents, like a 0.03 token of SPS, which I'm gonna claim. I'm not proud of it, but I'm gonna claim it, and I'm gonna stake it. But just, I mean, that's how it is, right? I mean, we just started with nothing. So, I mean, we got a few cards there, here and there. Unfortunately, I didn't have any legendary cards. But yeah, so the value is 19 cents, pretty small. My other account got, it's a bit more luckier because I managed to get 2 legendaries. So that kind of boosted up my SPS earnings from my other account. But it's not that big as well, but at least I have a few dollars in there. But this one's like a few cents. Unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, let's claim that. I want my 0.004. Let's claim that. Alright. So, airdrop points is based on your collection. So collection, as I mentioned earlier, is the more cards you own, the stronger your collection power is. So lucky for the players that have been playing this game for several months already, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of cards in their deck. I mean, in their collection. So some of them would have really high powered collection. Then the other one is, of course, as I mentioned, DEC, which I have 2,000 now, so hopefully later tonight I'll have better SPS earnings, but hopefully in the long run I can make it even bigger. We'll see. So there are also other things here, like if you hold card packs, you will also get corresponding airdrop points there. Land plots, unfortunately I wasn't even aware of Splinterlands when they released land plots, but lucky for those who got land plots, it's really contributing a lot to the SPS points. So if you have a lot of land plots, this is going to boost up your earnings for SPS. It's like going to be an insane value of money that you're going to be earning from the airdrops. Champion points are for those people who are able to reach champion ranks in season, for each season, so it will also add up to your airdrop points. I don't know what Splinter tokens are. Card skins, you can also buy card skins in the shop, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not into it. If you're into it, maybe yeah, you can buy it. Totems, I don't know what it is. Titles, I don't know what they are, but they also contribute to the airdrop points. And yeah, so bottom line, this is your total airdrop point, and it will calculate, however math they need to do. And every day at a certain time, I think it's midnight for my time, it will calculate whatever points I have, then it'll give me a corresponding SPS value, which I can claim. It's for free, and it's extra money. So the goal is, you can look at it 2 ways. You can buy dark energy crystals in Hive. It's available there. You can buy DECs and just not play the game and hold the DEC, and that will add up to your airdrop points. So there is a calculator actually here. You can, if you want to try and compute what your, how much you can earn. If you maybe wanted to just collect a lot of DEC tokens, that's also an option. But as I mentioned earlier, the price of DEC is really high right now. So, but I don't know. I can't see the future. I don't know if in the long run it's still gonna spike up even more or not. But I guess I'll leave it up to you to decide if you want to hold it up. But that's one way. And because I tried to compute, like for example, if I had like, let's say like I had 200,000 DEC. How much am I gonna get there, right? I mean, collection power, let's just assume you don't own anything and you don't own anything else here. So if you just use that with the value of SPS token of 0.41, then you just calculate it and it'll give you the corresponding daily earnings that you're gonna get. So every day you'll be able to earn $13.74, which is not bad for doing nothing. So you're getting 33 SPS daily with the 200 DEC tokens, and this airdrop is only gonna go for a year, and it already started. Where is, yeah, there it is. So we're at the 25th day. It's almost been a month, and they're gonna do this airdrop for only 365 days for entire year. So if you haven't done it yet and you're interested, I think it's good to go and start hoarding your DECs, or start playing the game and earn your DECs, so you can start gaining your dark energy crystals and start building your collection power. From there, that's where you'll be able to get additional earnings. So that's the last earning that you'll be able to get for Splinterlands. So yeah, so just a quick recap. So what are the options? You have the DEC, which you can earn by playing the game through ranked game. Then you have the SPS, which you can stake and make it big even more. Then of course lastly is Lucha, which you can get daily plus season end, and of course before I forget, of course, the leaderboard if you manage to get to the top ranks from from each level, then yeah, you can get an extra amount of DEC. I'll probably try to aim maybe for this account if I can, because I'm already at 1,000 rating and it's only like 1,700. But then again, I guess it's 7 days. I mean, we still have like 9 days. We'll see. I'll think about it. I might be tempted to just go for additional chests in the higher silver rank ratings. I think, I mean, how many chests we got? 9 loot chests, and go 12, 15, 18. I might be able to get like extra DECs from these loot chests, so I'll think about it. So that's an option. You can stay here and just try to rank up as much as you can. You can get extra DECs if you manage to get to the top 20, then that's good. But if not, then I think you can decide it up until maybe the last couple of days. I mean, from there you'll be able to set, you'll be able to gauge, right? Am I gonna be able to make it to the top 20 or not? If not, then you can just maybe buy a gold card or rent a gold card to just rank up to the next level. Alright, so we'll stop from here. So that's how you earn from Splinterlands, and I'll probably make another video on maybe a quick guide on how to breeze through bronze, and for silver, I guess it's gonna be a journey for me, and I'll probably share how my journey goes for silver. Hopefully my target is actually trying to get to gold, and hopefully I can do that with my other account. But for this one, I'm just thinking, I'm on the fence if I even want to go to silver or not, or just aim for the top 20 just to get the extra DEC. We'll see. There's still much time. There's still a lot of time for me to think about it, but that's one way to earn. And yeah, so hopefully you learned a lot from this session. And lastly, I just remembered there is what we call events. I completely forgot about it. So here you can actually join tournaments to play, and I'd recommend, if you're a newbie, join the tournaments. The DEC entry points are very cheap. Like for this one, it's like only 1 DEC. No problem, join it. Just make sure to pick the right rank for you. I would recommend to join at Novice and Bronze Leagues only. And don't join games where like they have these addition requirements. I don't recommend it, because most cases, if you're a newbie, your deck would be mostly what you have in the default selection, right? So these are going to be your default cards. So I would prefer to join a tournament that allows all cards. Even these ones are okay. No legendary cards may be used. That's great, because that would be more favorable for you, especially for a starter deck that you have. Just pick the bronze and the novice selections, and just make sure to be aware of the time. And you can view. I mean, once you click the view, you'll see the prizes that you'll be able to get. Normally, these types of tournaments take around an hour, or sometimes more, depending on how fast the opponents are playing the game. So for these ones, if you're top 16, then you make your money back and then some, which is pretty good. So it's one way to earn extra DEC. So yeah, so if you want to do that, that's also an option. So there's quite a number of ways for you to earn here, and without paying too much or paying shelling out a lot of money. But if you have the budget, of course, the most recommendation I can say is just buy cards, right? Okay, so that's it, and thank you for watching the video to the end, and talk to you again in the next one. See you guys.